Perception is such a critical part of our relationships at work. My perception of myself, as well as my perception of you, and your perception of yourself and your perception of me, are all really, really important in the way that we interact with each other. And therefore, you can spend a lot of time trying to get people to understand each other better, but it's often best to just break down some of those perceptions by getting some new facts out on the table that perhaps weren't there before. What I encourage people in my workshops to do is to consciously do that, to assume that they might be wrong, and to get people back out of the box and have another look at them. So just a bit of fun today. I'm going to have a bit of a play with one of the exercises I sometimes bring up on a slide deck if I do it virtually. We have other exercises we do when we're in the room, but this is a really good one to have a look at. If you've seen it before, don't get straight into thinking, oh, I know this, stick with it, please, because there might be something interesting at the end. So I'm just going to put up this picture here of this lady. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to tell me how old you think she is, whether you think she's had a good or a hard life, and whether you think she's rich or poor. So here's the picture now. So if you've had a look at her, why did you decide that she was rich or poor, old or young? What is it you saw? And of course, if you've seen it before, you will know that there are two people in this picture. You could see someone old, you could see someone young. And the really interesting thing is the things that we see in this picture, what catches our attention, what draws our eye, where we focus, tells us whether we think that she fits any of those descriptions: rich or poor, old or young, good life or hard life. And it's the things that we pull out from our interactions with others that help us to gauge whether we think they're friendly or not friendly, whether they're loyal or not loyal, whether they would support us, whether they like us, whether we think we can trust them. The things that we look for, the things that attract our attention, the things that we notice have such an important role to play. And so much of my workshops is about helping people to see each other in a new light, giving them another interpretation for the behaviour that they see, giving them another opportunity to take each other out of the box, have another look and reset, so that if they've always seen the old woman in the picture or the tricky person in their team, they can have another look and go, actually, there's more to this person I hadn't noticed. And sometimes it just takes someone to facilitate and initiate that. So if you looked at the picture and you saw the old person or the young person and you can't see the other one, by all means get in touch. I will talk you through it one-to-one. Happy to do that over a chat. And equally, of course, if you just want to have a talk about how to get people to shift their perspectives of each other and to see each other in a new light, always happy to talk about that too. You can get in touch on LinkedIn, through my website, or just by giving me a call, or my details are on my LinkedIn page.